Okay guys, in this video I'm going to give you a realistic price and time frame when I expect Bitcoin to bottom, and I will give you key support and resistance levels to pay attention to. If you watched the last video guys, I gave you a perfect point to short and a perfect point to long. Had you watched the video, again this was 9 minutes and 57 seconds in. The perfect Bitcoin short, support and resistance levels. I'll put a link up to the video now if you want to check it out. Listen to what I said guys. If you I told you to write down these numbers. If you need to understand, when you know exactly when to short and exactly when to long, you can make a killing, especially if you're using leverage. So listen to what I said. Two, if you push up, next point you potentially short is right here, 39,356, and you can see this is currently our resistance where we got rejected right here. So that would be around 39,800. If we drop, remember guys, this is going to be very strong support below, right here, at 37,577, but your strongest support, notice if we follow this back, always look left guys. Notice that we found support right here, so that will be support. That would be a point you enter a long. Keep in mind, I gave you a point to enter your short and a point to enter your long. So up here at 39,356, and we come down, I gave you your target down below right here at 37,577. I also made a tweet. I said, look right here. And I made this really quick. It takes time to take a screenshot. I want to make sure people knew to get in. H1 at support if you want a chance at long scalp trade. And that's what I was talking about. The line I gave you in that previous video. I said, this is support. This is where you want to buy. I made another tweet showing how far we pushed up. And you can see, guys, how this played out. That point I gave you to short to the dollar, 39,376. So you enter your short, you set your stop just above to protect yourself. It pushes up, you lose a little bit, but look how much profit. We dropped 4.5% from this point, right? And then I told you in that video, your support was right here. We hit this to the dollar. So you would have bought in right there, set your stop loss below to protect yourself, and we pushed up a total of 4.5%. So you had 4.5% short and 4.5% long. I mean, we're killing it. This guy right here bought right where I said it support, 36,000. His entry price 36,754. 50 times leverage, 217%. So I mean, when you know where to get in and where to get out, there's how can you not make money? And let me show you how this chart played out. This is where I said do short. Just want to say this was published on March 5th. This is a published chart. I can't edit it. I can just hit play. This is where I told you to be strong support right here. And look how this played out. We got rejected right here. Actually, no, this further on. This is where I said to short this yellow line. So we came down, found support, we pushed up, perfect rejection right here, and a perfect support. So you knew exactly where to short and exactly where to long. So guys, so what I'm going to do, if you want to, so you have to pay to get access to my charts in our Discord, but what I'm going to do is if you use my BitGet affiliate link, it'll be pinned in the first comment description. I'm going to be giving you guys, so what you'll do is if you use my affiliate link, send me an email, give me your user ID number, I'll verify that you use my affiliate link, and those that did, I will give you access to my Twitter account. I cannot give you access to Discord, you have to pay for that, but I will give you access to my Twitter. So you can follow me there, and what I will be doing is all of these charts that I've been showing you, I'm going to recreate on the BitGet exchange, and then I'm going to give you those coordinates and make videos showing you guys how to get these charts into BitGet so you can trade. I want you to see how accurate these charts are, and if you trade safe, use practice and risk management, and you follow my calls, there's no excuse for you not to make money. So again, if you want to sign up with my link, do so. Shoot me an email, and then I will let you follow me on Twitter. And again, I will be recreating all of these charts. I'm going to go through each one. I have, a bunch of altcoin charts, but I'm going to be recreating them. Notice this Ethereum chart, it hit to the tick and came down. So I'm going to give you these coordinates, right? So I'll give you these coordinates so you can import them in, and I'll probably make a screenshot of all these coordinates for all the trend lines, so you can just copy and paste or just type them in, and then you will have a chart for XRP, EOS, BCH, Litecoin, and then you can trade these all day long, and of course I'll keep you updated on Twitter. But again, you have to use my affiliate link, you have to prove you used it, and then you can follow me on Twitter. So just keep that in mind. So I will come back and give you price targets, guys, and again, like I said in the last video, write these damn numbers down and you'll see how accurate they are. So let me get on to when I think Bitcoin's going to bottom. Notice, look right here, C1 chart, we hit this to the dollar, guys. And again, always have the C1 BG chart, C1 chart, and H1 chart open. We hit this to the dollar. This is the point you enter a short. That's how accurate these charts are, guys. I mean, literally to the dollar. So guys, let me get on to why I'm expecting Bitcoin to bottom, when it's going to bottom, and I'm going to give you that price target as well. I've been talking about the DXY for months. So the DXY is going to start pushing up, and you can see the dollar has been pushing up. The highest it got so far was up here around 99.41. Guys, the dollar's pushing up. That is bearish for Bitcoin. I've covered this chart previously. When the dollar is coming down, Bitcoin's pushing up. Dollar pushes up, Bitcoin down. Dollar down, Bitcoin up. And you can see how much the dollar's already pushed up now. Bitcoin is just now catching up. I think we have a lot of downside. Right here this is a chart about for inflation. This is how high inflation got back in 1980. We had a huge crash back in 1980. You can see how high inflation is right now. Currently, you can see it's just pushing up. Now, inflation, in order to get inflation under control, they have to raise interest rates. Right now, the Fed's trying to sound dovish, but I think they have no choice but to be hawkish. I think they're going to raise interest rates a lot more than people expect. And the reason for this, guys, is because what's going on with Ukraine and Russia. Oil prices surged to highest since 2008 on delays of Iranian talks because of Ukraine, all this stuff. But you can see oil prices, guys. In the first few minutes of trade on Sunday, both benchmarks rose to their highest since July 8th. $139 a barrel, right, for oil. This one right here, this is another one. $147 for a price for one barrel of oil. What this means is everything runs on oil. Transportation and the prices, inflation means the price of goods are already going up. Now with the cost of oil going up, now transportation costs it's going to cost more to transport goods, which means that is going to be passed on to the consumer, which means prices are going to go even higher, which means inflation is going to go higher. So again, that's what I'm saying. I think the interest rates will have to be, they're going to raise the interest rates. They're going to have no choice because this is going to continue up. Is going to get to the point where we got last time. They raised interest rates, the markets come down. This ties into where I expect Bitcoin to bottom and why I expect a lot more downside. I've covered this chart previously, so pay attention, and I'm going to show you why I believe that a bottom target on a specific date seems likely. If you'll notice, when I created this chart, every time we bottom, all right, this is 2013 over here. Every time we bottom on the same damn trend line that was resistance. Again, this 2013, resistance, resistance, support, support. We bottomed on that same trend line. And if we come over here to 2017, and take note this blue fib circle, this is key to where I think we're going to bottom. But notice right here, this was resistance, resistance, resistance. That trend line flipped as support. We bottomed on that same trend line. That happened to be what this yellow moving average is, the 200 weekly moving average. And then we go to right here. This was in 2019, right here. This was resistance. Resistance, flipped as support. Support. Where did we bottom? On that same damn trend line where it just happened to be the 300 weekly moving average. So you see what I'm getting at, right? The moving average just happens to be where our support turned into resistance. So if we come over here, and again, guys, look at this blue fib circle. Notice, and you can see back here, you can see that the price is expecting this fib circle way back here. Notice it was resistance, right? Flipped as support. So we were expecting this fib circle going way back. But you can clearly see, and again, this was the fib circle I used to predict the top. So notice right here, this right here was resistance, 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 resistance. We dropped. We pushed up to the next blue ring as resistance, right? And we dropped. And we pushed up to this one as resistance. This is where I called the top up here around, I think it was it $64,000, where I said that was the top to get out. And notice right here, this point right here, let me zoom in on this so you can see it. This is, if you followed it before, the H1 chart was at support. I told you also this would be support. This blue ring needs to hold. So right here was where you should have bought in around 34,000. But notice we're getting stuck. This pink-looking moving average right here. This is what we're caught in. Look, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. I think it's less likely. I mean, if we're in a bull market, if we get above the 21-week moving average, I think it's less likely with what's going on. So eventually we're going to break, but I think we're going to break this blue ring. And when we do, the same thing that I just showed you, 2013, 2017, 2019, this trend line right here previously was resistance, which means when we bottom, it will be on this trend line. Now, I think it's too late to test the 200 weekly moving average. The reason is because for us to test that support level at this point, which would be on the 18th of March, we would have to drop in the next 11 days. I find that very unlikely. Anything is possible. So I think a likely target, just like when we had a COVID crash, we bottomed on the 300 weekly moving average at support, guys. Resistance flipped as support, 300 weekly moving average. I think that will be the moving average we bottom on. So if you'll notice over here, and I'm just showing you, this seems very likely. How well respecting these blue fib circles, right? Once you break a ring, you come down to the next ring. This is a likely point, and notice this is very close where the 300 weekly moving average is. So I think how this is going to play out, we could push up and get rejected again. Actually, I think it's more likely to get rejected at this point. If we did push up, that'd be 41,378. We do not have to go that high. The only thing I want you to know is once we break this blue ring, I think that's when the capitulation begins. So we might push up, come down, but once we break this point, I think we'll come down. You could find support. There are support levels, but I think this is how it's going to play out. And I think what will happen is people will, we'll hit the 200 weekly moving average. We might get a little bounce. People get bullish, think it's going to go higher. But I think that will break, and we will bottom. I believe we're going to bottom between the 13th of May and the 30th of May around this area. There's a lot of confluence. Resistance will flip as support. Not only that, you also have this blue fib circle we've been respecting since the beginning of Bitcoin, and you have our previous resistance that will flip as support, plus you have the 300 weekly moving average right here. So this seems like a likely date, and guys, that price target is going to be, let me make this bigger, make sure you can see it. So I believe that the date we're going to bottom is going to be around 15,500, sometime like possibly May 15th. And the lowest point I think will go is around 14,200, and that would be on May 30th through June 1st. I do believe that's how it's going to play out. I believe we're in a bear market. And guys, you need to understand, every time that we enter a bear market, we drop at least from an all-time high. This was 87%. Right here, we dropped a total of 84%. This is when we had our COVID crash. We dropped a total of, this was 72%. So if we drop 80%, that takes us right to, this is 80% right here. This is 78.90%. We could drop even lower. I'm telling you, from your all-time high, actually, our all-time high, we did push a little higher on this. So from this point to this point, 80% takes us right to my target. So guys, I do believe that's where we're heading with what's going on with Ukraine and Russia, the stock market being overvalued, supply issues. I'm telling you, I do believe this is where we're headed, and I have this on record. I believe between the 15th of May through June 1st, I think this is our bottom target right here, around 14,100, 14,200. So just want to make sure you guys are aware of that. Again, if we get above the 21-week, guys, get bullish, but I think that's not going to happen. I do not believe we're going to push up. I think we're headed down to this target. Again, guys, if you don't access these charts, website's opticalcrypto.com. Link will be pinned in the first comment description. And remember, if you do use my Big Ed affiliate link, it will be pinned in the first comment description. If you do use it, make sure you shoot me an email. Give me your user ID number. I'll give you access to Twitter, so you can follow my calls on Twitter, and I will give you coordinates. And also, we'll make videos, guys, helping you get these charts into the Big Ed exchange. So expect that, guys. And let me give you these support and resistance levels. So currently, and always refer to both charts. Your resistance above on the H1 chart is right here at 39,443. We didn't make it to that point. Your next, well, you can see currently your resistance right now is 39,013. Your next support level below is right here at 38,500 to 38,325. And again, just like I said before, this would be very strong support, 37,669. Let's go on to, so this is the C1 chart. Notice that we got rejected. We came right back down below this resistance level right here, 38,965. We push up, next point too short. It's going to be right here around 40,000. If we drop, your next strong support level is 37,551. And your next strong support level below that is 37,050. Remember, when I say resistance, that means a point you short. when I say support, that's the point you long. This is the C1BD chart. This is the chart I created for the Bitget exchange. So if you do sign up for my affiliate link, these are the charts I'm going to give. I'm going to help you get these fib channels and these trend lines into the Bitget exchange so you can trade them. So when I say, hey guys, we're at resistance on the C1BD chart, all you have to do is go into Bitget, click on your Bitcoin chart, and you'll have the chart right here to play. That is the goal. So again, let me go back to this chart. So you can see your resistance right now is 39,285. This is where you would put it in your short if you had access to the charts. Your current support right now is 38,880. So when this video is over, I would say this is the point you would enter along. If that does break, your next support level right here, guys, is right here at 38,500. And if we drop below that, well, we know this is very strong support right here. So the next point you would long would be right here, 37,752. But guys, that's pretty much it. Just remember, my prediction, Bitcoin will be at around 14,000 on May 31st to potentially early June. That is my prediction, guys. All right, that's it. Trade safe, trade smart. I'm out.